Yo, what's up, guys? Nick here with some raw day trading, and I just want to finish the day, and it's New Year's, Christmas Eve. I'm sitting here up $478 after fees, 542 before fees, which means I had a lot of fees today, at least a decent amount. I started playing some penny stocks, GTI, LITM to be precise. And let me see here. This was what I need. Just as I'm shutting everything down, today was. I actually didn't participate in most of the bigger action. The bigger action was had mostly to do with GTAI, which I just lost money on. And then it's this one I did a little spike here in the pre, double top in the open. What was the other one that was big? Krev, I think, was continuation from yesterday. Kind of really spiked higher in the pre. Not much to see in the open. Didn't even look at it. Didn't even touch it. It looked like it is low volume. Aside from that pre-market kind of spurt here. Then there was LITM, Lace, which is just kind of doing this phantom move here. It doesn't really feel tradable, and plus it didn't even move in the open, but it kind of just continuation and then now selling off. What else did we have? I'm just going to go back to here. AVGR. I think I focused on this out of the open. I thought I was going to do this like we saw one of the stocks. I think it was Friday, PRZO or PRTG. One of those two, I think, had this kind of descending channel, broke out of it, and then really, really ran high. I was trying to position for that like right here. I got chopped out. And then let's go look at so let's check out some video. I'm just gonna log off here real quick. Yeah. I was just checking the chat. I have no idea why it takes a second for my videos to load, but everything else is fine. Maybe it's storing the videos on the non-solid state hard drive, and that's why it takes it longer. I don't know. But so initially I'll just give you a little recap, and then we're just going to go through a couple of the highlights. Initially, I was down like 400, got it down to like 3, 2, 1, was flat for a while, and then finally got it slightly above, and then this penny stock GTI was ripping, came out of a halt, was jerking around, and actually that was the biggest trade I had, was on the halt opening lower and me taking a shot higher. Biggest single trade I had, my biggest winner was on lots of small trades on LITM, and we'll go over a couple of those, and then we'll check out the GTI halt down, and then there's a section where I'm going to break down and study on why I was able to do good on hour, where I did good, and why I didn't do good on GTAI. So coming in the open, like I said, AVGR looking for this break here. It doesn't happen. I lose some money on it. It's fine. It halts down, whatever. GTAI, I try to ignore it. AMPG, I try to focus somewhere. I forgot where I focused. But right now I'm kind of scattered, flat. Where do I lose money? Yeah, actually, I traded this pretty poorly, I remember. I started getting impulsive, and I had to take a step back. Um, and here are the couple trades. So it's already kind of like spiked higher, and now it's shooting. It spiked higher, reverse, and now it's shooting back at the highs. And I get it in the shot up. It holds above for a second, then just completely evaporates. And wow, I think I lose 400 right there. Holy shit. Yeah, it's a $400 trade. We jump back in as it's hesitating. And this was just a case of like, there's a seller here, obviously. And I kept jumping in. I jumped out, jumped back in because it was holding, jump back out. And I'm just like hitting my head against this level. And then finally it moves. The seller gets out of the way. And I make, part of that back. But that's whatever. That was actually all kind of poor trading. The biggest mistake was here where one, I took the high entry, it reverses on me, and I don't cut it, and I lose $400. So high entry right here. There's a bid there for a second. I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. Disappears. Bid kind of props up. I don't cut it at any of these places, and then I'm forced to cut it down here. That actually kind of triggered me because I didn't really mean to jump back in here. That was a silly move. That was a silly move. Sorry. I'll show it one more time because my camera was my video was in the way. Okay, so it's coming back up here. I take the pop a little bit late on the curl. I'm like watching it. I take the pop at 65. Pops to 67 for a second. Reverses down to 57, 60. I should have been cutting here. I cut late, which is okay. I jump back in. Yeah. And then I just keep hitting this level, and then it goes up, and I make a little bit of money back. But anyways, that was the first experience with a meaningful swing in the P&L. Let's fast forward. We had JTAI moving. There was Baus. Baus ended up going really high. Did nothing with that. 1104 is the first. Is that 1054 or 11? Yeah, okay. I think it's 11. All right, yeah. And so AVGR. So this is the one, remember, that I was trading before, and I wanted it to go. It actually ends up getting up there. Or maybe AVGR was not the one. I think it was a different one. Could have been AVGR. But anyways, halt's about to open here. And it's hesitating. I jump in too early here, or I don't get out. goes down, holds down, doesn't die. That would have been an entry down there. I cut it out at break even. I look back, it's all the way up at 86, and I'm just like, wow, okay. So that's, my positioning problem. I got out break even or for a small win. Okay, moving on. 1126. So the question I'm trying to answer here is, what was different about this trading? Why was I able to trade this HUOR much better? What I was thinking was that, okay, I'm sitting here, I'm watching it. I'm not trying for the highs. I'm looking at, I remember conceptualizing where the dip's going to be, what's going to be a meaningful dip. And I'm like, okay, there's one for the halt level. And I take it out quick. So it's also quick cuts. Halt level here. False halt. I get in. Holding. It's hesitating. So this is a sketchy area. I get it out, break even, but it's still holding above. And I'm willing to look at it again. So I get back in, actually, get back out. So all these are pretty quick trades. So the try and breaking of the level did not work on this, but these dip trades did work. The dip trades with the quick. Okay, I gotta write that down. Why? Because dip trades focused at level on chart plus quick exits if not happening. Yeah. Okay. So I guess going forward, that's how I'm going to have to start focusing on these higher price names. Granted, that wasn't with any size, so I didn't have anything really meaningful on the line there. And then let's go to, we're just going to jump forward 10 minutes to GTI. So GTI comes out of this halt here. I make a little bit of money, so it's hesitating. I'm like, what's it going to do? Boom. Get a nice entry. Holding, waiting to cut it. I have like half size, so I'm not super bugged out. I get a great fill at the highs too at 78. Beautiful, puts me decently green on the day, up 370, not including probably like $60 in fees. And then I take, or no, then it does this, which is wild. So the candle closes right here. See how this happens. Can you get out? Oh boy, cut. And then the dippers down here got messed around. The little dippers. That's a pretty crazy move. Yeah. And I did not take it, thankfully. Then out of this halt, I make some money here on LITM, which is nice. Out of this halt, I don't trade it. But it opens low, gets bought up hard buy up, and rips to 60, 66. Maybe you can get out at 65 right here, 64, and voila. Well, that was all of the exciting action of today. That was a small little study on why, I mean, we really like a micro study on like what I did differently that made me money on those higher price names than what I normally do. And then that's it. It is Christmas Eve, and I am going to take off. I'm going to go set up my trading station because I'm going to go travel. I am going to pack away all my goodies. And I would like you to remember that day trading is risky. Most traders lose money. My results are not typical. This is not buy or sell advice. This is not anything to tell you what to do with your life. You make that decision on your own. I don't recommend trading to anybody. This is just what I do, and this is a log for myself for the future. So it's something that I can look back on and reminisce. So this is for entertainment purposes only. Anyways, yeah. If you do decide to trade, I highly recommend not risking money you cannot afford to lose, because most traders lose money. Anyways, I love you guys. Merry Christmas. I will catch you all on Thursday from Washington, D.C. Peace out.